Heavenly Whiskey, I'm Callum.
I'm Sam.
Today we're having a look at the Old Forester.
Alright, so the Old Forester, you've definitely opened this already,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And not been tampered with in damn movies.
I smelled it. It smells bloody good.
Good. And basically, Old Forester was the first ever bourbon to be sealed in a glass bottle, and that's basically because back in the day, people would like go around with their barrels and give tasters and try and convince like people to sell at their, what do you call it? It's not really saloons at that point. It's not that far back, but you know, like. But basically, it was very common practice for things to either be heavily tampered with by other people externally, or internally they would give you something to try and then ship you something else that's like much cheaper or whatever.
Just shady things.
Yeah, and so they decided to seal it up, glass bottle, with a protected recipe.
Yep.
And it kind of, I mean, it's a good move, I guess.
Stuck.
If you're gonna,
Everyone does it.
it's stuck. If you're gonna if you're trying to protect reputation, then it's a good idea.
Yeah.
And that was, I think this started appearing on shelves in like 1870 or something, so ages ago. So 150 years ago is when George Garvin Brown decided to seal up the bottle.
Yep.
So this is a high rye mash bill, and apart from that, I'm not really sure. Straight rye, so at least 2 years.
It's actually relatively hard to come by.
In Australia, it is, yeah.
I was going to buy this on Nick's, because that was the only place I swear I could find it. Found it in Dan's today, as well as the next one we're going to review, which is also pretty hard to find in Australia.
Yeah.
So, we're looking forward to this, because we've heard good things from all you. I mean, it's probably different in America, isn't it? It's probably like 90.
Well, yeah, no, actually, let us know. So, this is 80 proof here, this specific one. It's just like the Old Forester, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, whatever, just the stock standard.
Yep.
It's 40% here. If it's more over in America, then let us know, because we usually do get gypped.
Yeah,
but
I've heard really good things, so I hope it's the same.
Yeah, for budget whiskey, budget bourbon, this shows up a lot on a lot of people's lists, so we want to find it. It smells good. It smells really nice.
Yeah.
It smells like kind of dark chocolate.
It's like really brown sugar. Oakiness.
Lots of brown sugar, lots of oaky spice.
It's actually a lot of spice. That rye's coming through.
You can tell, but it still smells like a bourbon and not a rye. Yeah. But you can tell there's like high rye in the mash bill.
This smells higher than 40.
It does. It smells way more
like
43,
45.
It's not burning, but it just smells stronger. Yeah. Like the flavors smell more intense, which is good. That's exactly what you want.
It's like vanilla extract, or a vanilla bean in the actual pod kind of thing.
Definitely getting like the juicy like red apples in this. Yeah, juicy, like really, like it just like
almost overripe.
Yeah, like it's just getting a nice amount of cherry on this one as well.
This reminds me of something else.
Yes,
higher ABV.
100%.
Makers maybe.
No,
classic cherry.
Because that Makers is I get the cherry what you're saying, but Makers from memory they do without the rye and add wheat instead to make it like more smooth, and like palatable.
So like less 46 though, not like a baseline.
Maybe. I don't know. This is reminding me of something from the Book of No line. Because they're high rye.
Yeah.
Like this is smelling like a Baker's or something like that. I don't know. It's nice though. I like this nose a lot. And like every time I get like a cherry bomb bourbon, I always like them. Like the Rare Breed Wild Turkey, still to this day one of my top 5 bourbons. Especially like because not just because of how good it is, but like because of how accessible it is in price and availability. Like it's just so good.
Eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus.
Eucalypt now.
Eucalyptus.
Eucalypt.
What do you mean? One singular eucalypt.
Eucalyptus.
What do you mean? It's eucalypt isn't a word.
A eucalypt.
That's not a word.
I'm getting like an Australian eucalyptus.
Yeah.
Fine. It's that really oily kind of green.
It's oily. The herbal kind of green oiliness. Yeah, I like that a lot. I'm gonna taste it.
I'm on tree sap now as well.
It's a lot lighter on the taste.
Yeah, it tastes like 40%.
It's still nice.
Those spices kind of take a back seat. Cherries are still kind of there. Cherry's still there. Sweetness is still there.
Yeah, less of that rye green oiliness, the brightness I was getting on the nose quite a bit.
Yep.
It smells so much higher proof than it tastes.
And it smells really green now on the nose.
Yeah.
Like tree sap. Not so much sweet on the nose now, it's just sappiness.
Continuously sold before, during, and after prohibition. I like that. They're just like straight up.
Before, during, and after.
And after, yeah, they're just like the whole time, like we were selling this when it was illegal.
Yeah.
They didn't give a damn.
I like bottling. I really like how like clean and simplistic it is. Even like the screw cap, it's
like
with
I
their
prefer
story
a
of
cork,
sealing it and all that kind of stuff.
I prefer a cork, but like it's still And also, how much was this here?
It's 55 normally. Got it on special for $50 though.
Yeah, and that is like
that's budget to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean in America like that, I think it costs so much less. But that's
15 US.
Yeah, but even the 55 is like really budget. Especially if you're getting a good whiskey,
which this is.
Which it is.
How it kind of falls off a touch, but
it does, but it's still enjoyable. Definitely. Yeah. I wish it shone through like the nose did.
Yeah.
But it's nice. I like it.
I love how we run the gauntlet when we review these whiskies or bourbons here.
Yeah.
Our tasting notes are nothing like the majority of the world's because ours are watered down. We just run this huge gauntlet where it's like we just give false notes. The ones that we taste,
they're not
no one else
they're
tastes.
just like it is kind of it makes it's like somewhat relevant because like the mash bill is going to be the same.
Yeah, you get.
But it's just like less. It's less proof often.
Yeah.
So like. It's if you wanna review to be relevant to you if you're in America, watching for a lot of them, or just like drip a bit of water or something in your bourbon, and then you'll know what we're experiencing. But hopefully that's not how it is. Hopefully 40%, like because it's 40% is the legal minimum.
I have a suspicion that we've been gypped again. I hope that's not the case.
We keep finding ones where we've been completely gypped, like the
I mean Jim Beam, even the huge ones. Jim Beam's 37% and a 40.
Friggin',
there's a lot. There's
Buffalo Trace. I think apparently that's like 45. Is it 45?
45. We get it for 40.
Like, and look, I'm happy that it's at least at 40 because we've got a few that are like literally in the 30s and it's a joke.
Yeah.
As long as it's in the 40s, I'm alright. But yeah, Jesus. To be gypped out of 5%, like that'll change the flavour quite a bit. And a lot of our issues with Buffalo Trace is that it's like watery. It's just like really sweet and not complex and dies off too quickly. But like a bump in proof would probably help that a lot. It's getting more dry and bitter for me now.
Yeah.
Like the rye impact.
It kind of sucks all the moisture out of my mouth when I sip now.
Yeah, like it was quite sweet initially, especially on the nose, but now it's like It's just a lot more dry. I think it's that rye impact. Like
I literally imagine a barrel when I drink this now.
Yeah.
Like the barrel that sucks in all the moisture.
Yeah.
It's what's happening in my mouth. It's just bitter oakiness.
Yeah, bitter
kind of drawn into
wood tannins and stuff. Yeah. And there's a little bit of sweetness, but it really has died off a lot since we've kind of like been standing here with it.
Yeah. Even the nose is more bitter now. It's not as sweet. Like the brown sugar, caramel, vanilla.
And I'm getting that like cherry at the start, but it immediately dies off. Oh, we should also say, change of backdrop. We're probably gonna do a video, like setup video of some sort at some point soon. This is definitely not done, and we've also ran into a few snags with the lighting. It like fell down the first time and then damaged itself. So like there's some wiring and stuff that's completely stuffed, but for the most part it's working and it looks a lot better.
Yeah.
I don't know how to. It doesn't look as good on the camera, like the little, whatever the hell it's called. I mean, it looks like in real life. Hopefully, once it's like on a big screen when we edit,
might in post as well. Add a bit of saturation,
or just like
brighten it all up a bit.
Yeah, just bring down.
This is like a really vibrant red, whereas it looks kind of like a dull pink on the little screen. But
yeah, well, it's because the room looks brighter, like on this, whereas like when you look back at it, like it's like it's overexposed or something on that.
Anyway.
But anyway. Yeah, we're getting there. We're going to be doing like Friday videos again, so more like experimental stuff, doing top 10s and like blind tastings, just the more interesting kind of stuff like that. Those will be starting back up. We've got some chairs like in here that we'll bring up. We'll kind of change the setting and stuff like that. We want to get a lot more like decorations, like get like a big, we need the actual big barrel back here, where we want to put like something back in that corner. Just stuff like that. We'll get around maybe some some plant life. I don't know. Yeah, if you enjoyed this episode of Everything Whiskey, leave us a like. If you want to see future episodes from us, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. If you do, we'll see you next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.